Ladies and gentlemen, this is William Tincup, and you are listening to the Practitioner Corner podcast. Ryan Leary is also with us, and we've got Carina from Cornerstone on with us as well. We're going to learn about her journey to CHR position that she currently holds. Mm-hmm. So, Carina, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. This is Carina Cortez, currently the Chief People Officer at Cornerstone On Demand. And I've been with the company for almost 2 years. July 1st will be my 2-year anniversary with the company.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you've seen crazy changes just in 2 years.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
It's like dog years.
It is because, well, when I started in July, we just completed the acquisition of EdCast, or I'd say the integration began.
Right.
So when I joined, we were probably about 1,500 employees, I think it was. And since then, we've done the additional acquisitions of some Total, also then now Tailspin, and then most recently Skyhive, and then also just regular growth that we've had in the organization, and we're now about 4,000 Cornerstars strong. So just from the sheer size of employees, significant growth in the time that I've been there. Not to mention, dealing with an organization that had just been taken private.
Right.
We were a public company. We used to be a founder-led company. We had 3 CEO changes in just 18 months period of time.
Right.
A lot of change to walk into for a head of HR.
Oh, yeah. And it's not like HR is not accustomed to change.
Right.
Right. Nothing's ever the same. Has this 4,000 number, is that the largest number of employees that you've managed, or is there a bigger number out there?
There's a bigger number because at one point in my career, I did work for the Fortune 1 company at the time, which was Walmart. And so my client group size in technology was about 36,000 employees that I was looking after.
So I grew up in Walmart. So I worked for Sam Walton.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
wow.
In the 80s. I moved to Bentonville, and I had a desk outside of his office.
Oh, my goodness. That must have been an amazing experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I learned everything.
What a great businessman.
I didn't need to go to college. I did, of course, but I didn't really need to. I learned everything there.
Sure.
So
yeah.
Walmart loved it.
Awesome.
It was a cult back then.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's as much of a cult.
It still is, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Bentonville
maybe
is definitely.
in corporate.
Dude,
Yeah.
we did in
corporate.
Dude, at 7:55 at the store level, we would do the Walmart cheer.
The cheer. It's a thing.
Walmart cheer.
Oh, yeah. No.
Let me see.
No.
We've got 2 Walmart.
No.
What do they call? What do they call you? Like Walmarties? What do they call you?
Associates.
Associates.
I met the CHRO of Walmart at one point. I think it was at a conference board event in New York. And I think at the time she was managing like 1.3 million people.
That's just the U.S. number. Globally, I think it's 2.2. And this was several years ago now. But I'm sure they've grown. But 2 point something.
It was mind-boggling.
You can't wrap your head around it. It's just a number with a lot of zeros after it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, she and I sat down and had coffee because she wanted to learn more about Sam Walton. And I'm just like, I have no idea. I can't even conceptualize that many people and the needs, the
differing needs.
Yeah. So you're not just managing associates, you're managing leadership and all kinds of stuff.
Of course.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so let's go backwards in time, right?
Sure.
So let's say pre-college, college.
Yeah.
What'd you want to be?
Pre-college.
Okay.
Now, mind you, I'm from California.
Yeah.
But my dad's from...
Surfer?
I'm not.
Okay.
But my dad's from Fort Worth, Texas. And so I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, which may kind of lessen my fan following.
Awesome.
What is that?
No.
You want to sit in for me over here? This is not good.
Awesome. He's an Eagles fan.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Well,
I don't know why. Look, you guys are way down here. Like last time was what, 91?
We're trying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's our year. Every year is our year.
Every year we start off with a lot of hope.
And then our dreams get crushed.
Yeah, about the 8th game, we're like, next year.
Yeah.
Next year. We're going to have a good draft pick.
We're going to see. Yeah, I know, right? That's the wish. But at any rate, with that background in mind, I was also a dancer and cheerleader growing up. So my big dream was to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. But I wasn't willing to move out of California, so I could never make
Can't do it. You gotta actually go there.
You have to go
You gotta
there.
actually be there.
Yeah.
My cousin was a cheerleader, Dallas Cowboy
I'm so
cheerleader
jealous.
for 3 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the show for a while, making the team.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Oh,
I hated that show.
I'm sure you did. Like, come on. Yeah. So that was the aspiration. and clearly did not take that path. Quite different,
Yeah,
actually.
because you could have done San Diego. You could have done.
But it wouldn't have been the boys,
No, it
you know.
wouldn't have
So
been.
yeah,
No.
that was the thing. So so when I went to college, I studied business administration, as many people do when they don't know what they want to do when they
100%.
grow up. Because I
100%.
felt like, I was 17 when I entered college. I'm like, I don't. That's too young. I don't know what I want to do.
Where'd you end up going?
I went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo,
Oh, yeah,
which is
cool.
beautiful on the coast.
Oh, yeah.
Near the beach, mountains nearby, 3 hours from home. It wasn't too far from me, so it was great.
It's in the doesn't suck category.
Yeah.
A friend of mine did his
Beautiful.
PhD at UCSB, Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah.
And it's literally on the beach.
Yes.
Like, it's insane. You just look down,
It's
and there's
the
the
most
beach.
beautiful campus.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
have to say Santa Barbara. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Santa Clara? Have you ever been on that campus?
Yes, I have. Yes.
It's beautiful, too. It's different.
It's not by the water.
It's not.
It's not by the water. It's not for me.
She's giving us a clear indication. No, it's a pretty campus, William.
It's different.
So what?
but
It's not on the
beautiful.
water.
It's
not
got
on the
grass.
water.
Doesn't have sand.
It's in the middle of Silicon Valley.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a different
It's
bit.
nice. But where I was going with that is when I took my first human resource management class, and this was in the late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. One of my professors actually came from the business world and was teaching the course.
Right.
And I just saw, for whatever reason, now looking back, I can say this probably in that moment, I couldn't articulate it in this way, just the impact of being strategic with humans.
Yep.
That is the way that you're going to lead an organization. So while it was interesting to learn about the marketing and the finance and the accounting and international business, I was like, this is actually my passion area. I can get behind this. She was great. Kay Glasgow is her name. If she's out there, I hope to reconnect with her at some point in time. But that was the reason I went into HR. So I think I'm one of those rare individuals who knew from an early time that they wanted to go into HR. I
Most
feel like
people fall
most
into
people
it.
fall into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They trip and fall
Right.
into it. Right.
Totally.
Same with marketing. They fall into it. They don't dream about going into marketing. They fall into it.
Right.
You
Right.
actually had an inspiration.
Yes.
And for me, I agree because it can be a total differentiator. It can be a competitive advantage. If talent is done well,
Right.
it can be a competitive advantage.
Absolutely. And then the way I got my first job was, I feel like this is like the typical story, but it's a networking situation.
Yeah.
It was my dad's friend's wife worked for Visa at the time. And they were looking for an entry-level HR person. So my first role was HR help desk coordinator. And I was just answering all sorts of fun questions that came up.
I have a question about our vision insurance.
I mean, that's exactly what it was.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I had
We don't offer it. Sorry.
I know. I did a great in-depth learning of that, and just kind of working
You're
my way
based
up
here in
there.
California?
I'm based in California.
No, for that job?
For that role. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
They've got a cool base in Dallas, North Dallas, actually.
Oh yeah. And I used to go out to Austin a lot when I was with Visa as well.
Doesn't suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long did you do that bit?
So I worked for Visa for about 7.5, 8 years. Quite a long time, especially in the early .com kind of
yeah.
era. That was when I was in there. And just, I mean, I stayed because I learned so much. And I went from being this, coordinator to
They kept moving you around.
kept moving me around. I went into, new hire orientation, did stand-up facilitation. I was a recruiting coordinator, and then I went into an HR generalist type role, and then ultimately moved into a people business partner role, at the time called a human resources business partner,
Right.
in really focusing in on the technology side of the business. So I do
cool.
have like the soft spot in my heart for technologists, and I
Yeah.
think it's because I like process. And I connect with that. Like it's easy for me to connect with those technologists to understand the way they think a bit.
So correct me where I'm wrong on this. I believe you can put an inferior product on a superior process, and it works. But
Interesting.
you can't put an inferior product on. Oh no, excuse me, a superior product on an inferior process.
Right, it won't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Meaning process has to be right.
It does.
And in the technology, if you have that right too, great.
It's magic.
It's magic, right? But you got to get process right.
Right. I think you're right.
Okay.
I
And
agree
if it's a
with that.
cultive brand, that makes it even easier.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So after
Yeah.
Visa, what do we do?
So with Visa, then I went over to PayPal, and this is a fun story. So a person,
Elon.
yeah,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Well, this was post Elon
Okay.
days, but the head of technology had gone over to PayPal and invited me to visit. I just had my first daughter, so he's like, "Oh, why don't you come bring your daughter over? I'd love to meet her."
This is recruiting 101.
Oh my God, it was. So
Just bring
I'm
your
sitting
daughter.
there.
Come check out this office.
It's a
Right.
technology
It's
company.
beautiful. Come have the lunch and the free food. And
Yeah.
I'm like, new mom, sleep deprived as all get out, and I'm meeting with these people. I'm like, I don't
By the
know
way, we
these
have childcare.
I don't know any of these people. Long story short, yes, it was an interview. Didn't put that together too quickly. So anyways, I went over there, and what was fun is I was a people business partner on the business side at this point in time. So
Right,
I
right.
went from technology, and then it was fun for me to learn a new group of people to work with. So it was
Right.
product, sales, marketing, and international at the time was all under one group, and so those were the groups that I was supporting there.
Oh my.
And was there for a little bit of time, and then I was pregnant with my second child. I went out on maternity leave, and when I came back, our CHRO had changed, and I was also 2 kids under the age of, I think they were 2.5, so 2.5 and younger.
Two in diapers?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Yes, it was a lot.
Oh, my.
And I was like, I can't do this people business partner thing anymore. It was just there. I like it because it is chaotic, but
Yes.
for what I needed at that time, it wasn't the right thing. So I actually took a little bit of a step back, which was really great for me, and I became the chief of staff for our chief human resource officer at the time.
Very cool.
And it was
So you
amazing.
had insight into
Yes.
much larger.
Such a good move. Yeah, so I had access to the executives. I got to sit in on their meetings.
Yep.
I got to understand a little bit of the inside scoop, which was fascinating. How I managed the budget. It was
Politics,
a large budget. That I was managing.
personalities.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
What was the dynamic there? So you took a step back. Does the person the place where you step back from, animosity? Do you work well there? How does that?
No, it was all good for me. Someone came into the role, and it was a good move for them. She hired, Diane Mills was my boss at the time. She hired in some of the folks she'd worked with before. This person stepped in. I, from afar, learned a lot from watching her and what she did in her role. They came from Bank of America, which is a pretty good engine of HR professionals that they have. And I was able to do something else. And I loved, talk about process. I was talking about that a minute ago. Putting systems and processes in place and kind of keeping things in check. And here's the quarterly business rhythm, and this is the annual HR rhythms, and how can we tie it to what the business was doing? So yeah, it was a really fascinating time for me to learn and grow. And after, though, about 18 months, I was like, this is cool, but I want more chaos in my life. I'm ready for that now.
Kids are out of diapers.
Yeah, and
We're
that's why I
good.
was asking, because we had an interview earlier today, and the gentleman, he went in, took the role, and lasted, what do you say, 3 days or something
Yeah.
before he took a step back. And then he's like, well, we can do this better.
Yeah.
And was giving his ideas. And he
Yeah, it's
just said,
John from Orlando Health. One of your
yeah,
customers.
like, do you just want to come into this role? And they moved him into the role.
Yeah, he just kept opening his mouth. Well,
Yeah.
you should
Yeah.
do it this way and this way and this
It's
way.
a good way to get assigned to work.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always appreciative of the people that are really quiet in meetings.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, huh.
Those are the people that generally know what they're talking
Oh,
about.
Yes.
100%.
When they
They're
open their
just
mouth, you listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So
So,
what,
yeah.
what do we do after that?
So then, really fascinating to me is at the time, so I was working for Diane, whose name I mentioned, and I had worked closely with a gentleman by the name of Lou Sanchez, and he's still a good friend and mentor to me today. They asked me to lead up learning and organization development for PayPal. Mind you, I'm only 30-something years old at this point in time.
Yep.
I've never managed a team. I don't have a PhD, which a lot of L&D
Yeah.
professionals. I was intimidated. So
Hello,
my
chaos.
joke, a lot of chaos.
You want a chaos? You got
I
it.
did. I see again. I opened my mouth and look what happened. But I always joke that I went into that role kicking and screaming. I had a lot of frustrating moments, I would say, during that time in my career, but I also love it. And I mean, look where I am today at a learning organization. It's definitely served a purpose and served it very well. But oh my gosh, I learned something every single month. And what I really liked about that move was Lou, who was my boss in that position, We had an agreement with each other that I could break down and cry in his office once a quarter.
100%.
And he was going to support me no matter what. And he would give me constant feedback. And he did. I mean, whether it was brutally honest, tough developmental feedback, or like, hey, this is where you did well and you shine and you should do more of this. He's done that through, I mean, even today, I'll call him from time to time and just say, hey, Lou, like, got this
This is
going
the
on.
wall.
Can we talk
This
about
is the wall.
How did
I need to
you-
get over this wall.
once a quarter?
Yeah. How did you find a mentor like that? So many people struggle to find a mentor they can trust.
I wasn't looking. I know it sounds kind of funny, but I really wasn't looking for it. And interestingly, and he won't mind me sharing the story, I don't think, but like I was afraid of him when I first met him because he was known for giving this brutally honest feedback. And I
yes.
told him, I'm like, I'm a little intimidated by you. And he's like, you don't even know me. And that was a really good learning for me though too. Of you can't judge something like that. You've got to take your own time. You've got to meet someone, learn about them.
I've learned this about myself because I'm one of those people.
A truth teller.
Brutal, unfiltered. So now
When he opens a conversation with Ryan, how would you like your feedback? Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow.
Have another.
how about I'm thinking next Tuesday. That'd be good for me.
I'm going to say that next time. Next Tuesday, 3 o'clock.
Well, it is interesting when you live your life that way. You can't turn it off.
No.
It isn't one of those things that you're like, oh, be brutally honest now. It's like, no, that's just who you are.
Right. Well, and the funny thing now is like I could see times in when he was leading the learning and development team at eBay, and he would have these moments where he'd get really frustrated with our team because we said we need to prioritize, but we didn't want to take anything off our plates, or we were trying to choose the vendor, and we went in the circles. And he was doing the right thing of letting us decide and figure this out. So I've had some moments now where I've gone to him and said, I get why you had that fit because I'm going through the same thing.
You
now
need to
in my
run into
career."
that wall. I can tell you there's a wall.
Yes, exactly.
You need to run into that wall yourself. So what how'd you get to Cornerstone?
Yeah, so in between there, I went to Walmart, as we mentioned a little bit ago. I was in their e-commerce department. I was the people business partner for their technology organization. Oh my gosh, a lot of learning,
Oh my.
a lot of zeros, as we were talking about as
Yep.
well. Had a great run there, but my next move would have been to move to Bentonville. And my husband's a stay-at-home parent, and we had really established ourselves in our community. He and I talked about it. It just wasn't the right move for
Right.
us at that point.
No.
I had hired my successor, thankfully. She was able to step into my role. And I got reached out to for my first chief people officer role at a small company. It was a national company called Ellie Mae. And they did, mortgage software. And so that was my first foray into running the entire people function. We were a public company when I joined, and then we were taken private about a year and a half of my tenure in
Sounds
there.
familiar. Okay.
And I decided I had just built up this team. It was going to be one of these situations where unfortunately there was cost cutting and so forth. So I
Right.
said, I'll stay through, a portion of this, but I didn't want to do that long term. Glassdoor was looking for a chief people officer at that time.
No way.
Yes.
You work for Robert?
So very briefly, so he was stepping down. The day I started, it was the day he stepped down as the chief executive officer and became the chairman of their board. So they did let me know that happening before I
right,
started.
fair.
So Robert Homan and Christian Sutherland Wong is who I worked for at Glassdoor.
I love both guys. Different.
Very
completely.
different.
Yeah.
Yes, completely different. Had a great time there. It was during the pandemic.
Yep.
I would think any HR practitioner will tell you that was just a very difficult time to be an HR practitioner. I could
Almost
probably do a whole
impossible.
podcast on that.
Oh, because their corporate headquarters was in
Mill Valley. Yeah.
Sausalito, Mill Valley.
Mill Valley.
And so getting people to come to that, coming into the office, because it was a cool office.
Yes, it was very cool.
It
It
was
was
a-
flood. I mean, it was right there on the
Oh
water.
yeah, no, it flood.
Yeah.
But it was cool. People had dogs.
We had paddle boards you could take out.
Oh yeah, no,
Kayaks.
it was dope. And he had I think a bourbon collection.
Yes.
that
Very,
Robert
very
did.
big. Yes.
And
yeah,
I
his
remember.
own labeled. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've been there.
All right.
So
Yeah.
all good things happened there.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you went through the pandemic and then hired here.
And then I got hired at Cornerstone. Yeah. So Glassdoor was going through quite a few changes.
Right.
At the time, we shifted our strategy, which was absolutely the right thing to do. We had moved into more the jobs strategy. Then we shifted back into the content, employer branding and content,
Right.
which is the bread and butter of what Glassdoor is. And when I came in, again, the pandemic changed everything. We were high growing. There was, we're going to open more locations, different countries. Things shifted, and I just wanted to take on a new challenge. And as timing happens, good sometimes. The headhunter had reached out about a couple of opportunities, one of them being the one at Cornerstone. And I just have to say, when I met Himanshu Palsole, our CEO, he's just an amazing human being, just really wonderful, speaks the truth. He's very clear, is compelling. I was like, I can get behind this. And then when I met with some of the folks at Clear Lake, as well as some of the other members of the leadership team, and then Brianna Folds, who you all just met with as well, I was like, this is consistent. I know what we want to do. We're going to be in this growth mode. I love learning. I mean, this is just a great place to be a HR tech space for an HR practitioner. And so here I am.
I talked to Recruit Holdings folks about this, and of course they hate me for saying it. But I think that once they acquired Greenhouse, they should have flipped that. Glassdoor, thanks. Mm-hmm. And they should have flipped that and made Indeed come under Glassdoor.
Interesting, yeah.
Instead of the other way around-ish, because they kind of de-emphasized Glassdoor there for a bit.
Well, and then we were competing against each other because they were, still are very big in the job space, and we were trying to compete. And there's no way we were going to
put that under Glassdoor, and it would have been fantastic. But anyhow, above our pay grade.
That's right.
Evidently. So now we've talked to everyone today about workforce agility.
Yeah.
Right. So you had your hand in kind of creating this. Evidently, you're also a co-author.
I am. My grandmother's so proud of me. Grammy, Gladys Burkhalter.
So I've got Mike's signature.
We need one.
I will absolutely do that.
I got to get your autograph.
Yes, for sure. It will be my first one. So thank you. I'm honored.
You will handle it much better than me. My first autograph, I wrote a book in 2007, and I went to a conference. It was an ERE. It was a recruiting conference. And I was at the bar, halfway hammered, and one of my friends came up to me. She said, "Hey, I want to get your autograph." I had no idea what to do.
Oh, you're so caught off guard and maybe a little inebriated.
I like how you said a little. I like that. Yes, about 10 martinis in, and so she just hands me the book, and I just wrote my name, and I handed it back to her. I'm like, now looking back at it, I'm like, what an.
I could have wrote her a note. Jeez.
I didn't put her name on it or anything. I just wrote my name.
To my biggest fan. Like, you could have said something.
You're my first autograph. Thank you so much. Anyhow,
Number one fan, yeah.
So tell us about this workforce agility. Now, how did this come about? And obviously, you helped with this, but this is your customer zero?
We're customer zero, meaning we use our products first. We try to use them first before we roll them out to any of our customers. And we definitely try to use all of the products that we have. And so it's a really big honor, and it's a big responsibility to have that. We work really closely with our product team and our customer success team, trying to make sure that we give a really good experience to our corner stars. And so I think it's just a really big honor to be able to do that. And I keep joking with the sales team, like, my goal is to one day be on a commission plan because I'm able to sell the products better than you all are because I use it all the time.
No doubt.
100%. 100%. No, I'll take the base. We're good there. However, if we could get 3%, 5% of this.
Bump it up a little bit. Give me a spiff. I don't know, something. So.
Oh, my God. That is fantastic.
Yeah. So with the workforce agility piece of things here is, as we were looking at who we are as a company, we started as a learning company. I think people really know us for that. That's the brand that we have. But then we also were doing a lot with talent, and we were doing a lot with this opportunity marketplace. By the way, we have an applicant tracking system.
Great
we
content.
have a core HR system. We have really good content. And so it's just all these things together. And it was, who are we? And why is this important? And
what's
so
the
as
purpose?
we started, absolutely. So it was really, to your point there, of what's the purpose, is at the same time we were trying to define what's our actual category that we're in. It was also, who are we as a company? We started this off about just all the acquisitions and the number of employees that we've increased by over the past 2 years. And we were going through internally a bit of a brand identity crisis.
Yeah.
And so we actually embarked upon redoing our employee value proposition, our EVP,
EVP.
at the same time that we were doing this categorization work. And it's so awesome that they got married together. We created our new purpose.
It's rare, by the way. Rare.
Totally rare, but like so powerful for our employees and our customers, I think. You know?
Because
So-
everyone's singing from the same page.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So everyone, whether or not you're an employee in recruiting or whether or not you're in marketing and
Right.
you're dealing with consumer stuff,
Right.
everybody's saying the same thing.
Well, and it didn't feel like an HR-driven activity. And I think that's a huge distinction of this was a business, change in our business. It was a shift we
yeah.
were making. And our CEO on down was on board with this. And so we were able, I believe, to drive much more stickiness with our employee value proposition because we were doing this categorization work at the same time.
They would have seen it differently.
I think so, you know,
Yeah.
because sometimes it's like you're just trying to cram this HR process into something versus it being jiving with the business rhythms.
Right.
This was
The
right in line
board,
with the
the
business.
C-suite,
Exactly.
everybody's on the same page.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are today, and you know, launching Cornerstone Galaxy along with our new category of workforce agility and our employee value proposition of tomorrow together. It all fits.
Drops mic, walks off stage.
We're good.
Good. Go Cowboys.
No, see, you just ruined the entire
He's
episode.
going to edit that out. You know
I
this.
know you will.
No, I'm going to edit it. I'm going
try.
to put Fly Eagles Fly
Oh,
in
God.
there. That's what I'm going to do.
I do like the Kelsey brothers. I have to say.
I'm so over them.
Oh, I love them.
Say.
I think they're so good. I can't
about
wait
them
for Monday.
Cowboys?
Yeah, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys? Thank you, Carina.
Thank you so much.